Yes students, today we are going to do problem number 13 of page number 62. Okay, page number 62, problem number 13. Okay, I am reading the problem, kindly pay attention. Raghu Traders keeps their books under single entry system. They introduce capital of 32,000 on 1st April 2012. So introduce capital, it means this is a capital at the beginning of the year, right? Their drawings during the year are 4,000. They bought additional capital of rupees 6,000. In their business, they earned a profit of 17,000. Find out the capital at the end of the year. Okay. Now, here they are not asking us to find out profit or loss. They are asking us to find out capital at the end of the year. So, first we will write the format which we know. First here I will write statement of profit or loss account. Okay, we will go very steady and in a very technical way, so there will be no chance to commit any mistake. Okay, so here particulars and amount. Okay, what are they asking us to find out? They are asking us to find out capital at the end of the year. In formula, first we are going to write capital at the end of the year. This what we need to find out. We don't know what is the amount of it. So here first I will prepare working note. Okay, in working note I will write here, let the capital at the end of year be X. Okay, be X. Now capital at the end of the year is X. Add drawings. Okay, we'll fill entire information. What is in drawing amount? Drawings are of rupees 4,000. So here what do we got? X plus 4,000 less additional capital. We are trying to form equation because we need to find out the value of X. Okay, what is an additional capital? Additional capital is 6,000. Now here what equation we got? X plus 4,000 minus 6,000. Okay, less capital at the beginning of the year. What is the capital at the beginning of the year? Is 32,000. And then they have said net profit is how much? Net profit is 17,000. Now students, here we got an equation. Understand what is that? Say X plus 4,000 minus 6,000, here again minus 32,000 is equal to 17,000. Okay, now see students, first we will calculate this. Okay, X minus minus will become plus. Plus 4,000 I will keep first as it is. Let's go stepwise. Okay, minus minus will become plus, but the symbol will be of bigger number. So it will be 38,000. Okay, now see, plus minus will become minus, symbol will be of bigger number. 38,000 minus 4,000 will be 34,000. Here every time we need to write is equal to 17,000. Right, now what we need to do? We need to find out the value of X. Thus X is equal to, minus will become plus if whenever it will cross, is equal to. So plus 34,000. Thus X is equal to 51,000. What is X? Thus capital at the end of the year will be rupees 51,000. Are you understanding? Okay, this was problem number 13. Okay, now let's do problem number 14, students. Okay, 14 sum is going to be little different. Okay. See, in the previous class, I told you how to find out the value of capital. Capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. We have learned that formula in the last class, right? Today in this class, we are going to implement it. Okay, very interesting sum it is, students. Difficulty level is 0. Whatever you have done last year in final accounts, you know what are your assets and what are your liabilities, right? So those things we are going to implement over here, and it is going to be very easy. You just need to understand the concept well. Page number 62, problem number 14. Understand. Subhash commenced his business on 1st April 2010 with a capital of rupees 60,000. See, commenced means to start, okay, means capital at the beginning of the year was 60,000. His position on 31st March 2011 was given below. Understand, students, instead of giving capital at the end of the year, they are giving us his position on 31st March 2011. So with the help of given information, we need to find out capital at the end of the year. So here, first we need to prepare balance sheet. Okay, balance sheet as on 31st March 2010. Am I right? 2010? I'm sorry, it's 2011. Okay, when it comes on balance sheet, we know that balance sheet is a statement and which is divided into two parts. One part is liabilities, okay, amount, here I will write assets and amount. Okay, now see, students, whatever items they have given us, we need to distribute those items between liabilities and assets. Okay, see, furniture 18,000. We know that furniture is an asset, so it will come at balance sheet asset side, furniture 18,000. Then cash at bank, this is also an asset, current asset it is. Cash at bank amount is 12,000. Then they have given us bills payable. Bills payable is a liability, students. Okay, so balance sheet liability side, bills payable 9,000. Again, creditors is an liability, so creditor will appear at liability side, creditors amount 11,000. Okay, next we are having machinery, balance sheet asset side, machinery amount is 20,000. Then what are we having? Stock. Stock amount is 12,000. Okay, and debtors 23,000. Okay, see, this is what is the position which they have given us on 31st March 2011. With the help of this position, we need to find out the capital at the end of the year. Okay, what we have done? We just distributed items between assets and liabilities. Now students, understand how you will find out capital. Capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. In last class, students, for capital they have used one more word, that is excess of assets over liabilities. It means that whenever you want to find out capital, in the case of capital, assets are always going to be more than the liabilities. So first, always you need to do the total of your assets. Your asset total is 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 3, 15, 1 will carry 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 85,000. Asset total is 85,000, whereas your liability side total is 20,000. Are you getting it? We know that in balance sheet both side total has to be equal. Okay, so capital is nothing but our balancing amount. So thus capital, okay, 85 5,000 minus 20,000, you will get 65,000. So what is the capital amount? 65,000. That is nothing but your balancing figure. Okay, which capital it is? This was a capital which was available on 31st March 2011. Okay, this means this is capital at the end of the year. Are you understanding? This is going to be our closing capital. Capital at the end of the year will be 65,000. Okay, now during the year, let's continue with the sum. During the year he withdrew 6,000 for personal use. Personal use means drawing, so it will appear in the format or formula. Prepare statement of affairs and find out profit. See, whatever balance sheet we have prepared, this is also known as a statement of affairs. What does it mean? Statement of affairs. Statement, balance sheet is a statement. Okay, so now let's find out whether we got profit or loss. Statement of profit or loss account. Okay, here particulars and amount. Okay, now let's stick on to it. First I will write capital at the end of the year. How much amount we have calculated here, students? 65,000. Add drawings. What is the drawings amount? Drawings amount is, I'm sorry students, 6,000. No. Yes, 6,000 for personal use. Personal use is nothing but a drawing. So 71,000. Less additional capital. Okay, less additional capital. Do we have additional capital over here? We don't have any additional capital over here, right? We don't have. 71,000. Less capital at the beginning of the year. Capital at the beginning of the year. How much it is? 60,000. We are getting answer in positive. It means there is a net profit of rupees 11,000. Are you getting it, students? See, once again I would like to tell you, students, okay, understand, in this sum what they have said is, see, they said that we have started business with rupees 60,000. Then they said that we don't know what is the amount or what is the capital at the end of the year. Instead of giving capital at the end of the year, they have given the position which was there on 31st March 2011. With the help of that position, we have found out capital at the end of the year. So see, basically whenever it comes on position, they have given us list of items. Okay. In those list of items, we have divided into assets and liabilities, and we know that capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Then we got the balancing figure, that is 65,000, that is going to be our capital at the end of the year. Then the entire, like whatever amount we got, we just substituted in a formula. In this sum, additional capital is not there, so we simply put a dash, 0. If additional capital is not there, that doesn't make any changes. But capital at the end of the year and capital at the beginning of the year are must to calculate whether you are getting net profit or you are suffering from losses. Okay, so this was problem number 14. We will continue with the next sums in the next class. Thank you.